Now, it was William Fairbairn and Eric Sykes that designed this knife, and they also taught and established the training methods in World War II for the Special Forces, better known as gutter fighting. Now, there was other departments involved in that training. There was the SOE and the American OSS spies. There was commandos from various nationalities, and the American Rangers as well. And there's probably a few others I don't even know about. And there was 3 patterns of this knife. The first pattern was in production in 1940, and then they changed the design slightly, so another production. The second pattern was in production in 1941, and then this one, the third pattern, went into production in 1943. Now, this particular knife is a replica, okay? It is of MOD specifications, so it's exactly the same, it's just not army issue, okay? And the blade on mine, well, I opted for the black handle and the black blade, but the blade on mine has gone silver, a bit of a dull silver, because it needed sharpening on both edges. Now, it came sharp on the point, but the edges needed to be sharpened up. Now, if anybody says that knives like this only need a sharp point, it's a myth, because in Fairbairn's books of gutter fighting, there's not only stabbing, there's slashing as well with knives. So anyway, let's have a look at the sheath. So I need 2 hands for that. Right, this is a sheath. It's made of leather, and it looks like it comes in 3 parts actually. You've got brass rivets there, and there's one down there. Now, this bit here is it's got the old slits there for the belt, and it's got a double layer of leather there to harden it up a bit so it doesn't flop about and stuff. And you've got the elastic band going there, holds the handle in, which can be undone silently. And also you've got your cone bit here that's sewn together with a bit of a spine thing going on there, and you've got your 4 tabs here, which allowed the user of the knife to sew anywhere on his or her uniform to hide it, or you know, whatever they're doing at the time. So and also you've got your steel sort of cone, a metal cone at the bottom there. Now, the retention on this is, I don't know, I think there's something in there, because it sort of holds a bit, see, but it will fall out. So I'll just put that on like that, but it will sort of fall out. There you go, it's falling out already. So anyway, that's the sheath. Now, the third pattern in World War II had ownership and inspection marks on the handle near the cross guard, which was by my thumb, where my thumb is, just by there. And it was a crow's foot and a number, and the crow's foot would point towards the blade, and the number would be read off the same way as I'm sort of holding it, okay? And there was numbers on the pommel as well, so I'll just watch I don't cut myself. Just around here somewhere, and they were identifying quality control. So if there was one that was not made up to scratch, then they knew where it came from. Now, if there was a crow's foot and a B2 on the cross guard somewhere, then that would indicate that it came from Wilkinson's. And if there was an England stamp on the cross guard, then that's an import stamp for the USA. Okay, now how to hold it. Right, okay, so you've got the saber grip, which is the thumb and finger like that, and then you sort of hold it like that, and the thumb is against the cross guard, which also indicates where the blade is, the slashing edge, because this handle is round, okay. And you've got the reverse grip as well, or the ice pick grip, which is like that. And it's a good idea to swap from one to the other proficiently as well. Okay, now to strip this knife down, what you do on this one, I've got a little bit of a bolt going on there, 11mm bolt, and what you do, you get 11mm spanner, turn it, take it off, and then you take the handle off and then take the crossguard off and put it back together in that order, you know, in the reverse order. So yeah, there you go, that's how you strip it down. It's a good idea to put a little bit of grease on the tang there, full tang, because you're not going to strip it down much anyway, and if a little bit of moisture gets in or water and it stays in, it's going to corrode it. So there you go. So that's how to strip the knife down. This is one of Fairbairn's books on gutter fighting. And on this page is shown how to slice the brachial and radial, that's the ones on the top. And on the ones on the bottom, it's shown how to stab the carotid artery and the subclavian. And on this page, it shows the name of the artery, the size, the depth below the surface in inches, and the loss of consciousness in seconds, and death. Right, how to use the knife. Well, any sort of stab or slash that you give out is going to sort of help you, like, but it's good to know the anatomy of the body, the human body. All right, so arteries is a good one to go for. So you've got your carotid artery, each neck, or each side of the neck. All right, and what you do there, you hold it like that, push in and stab in and push out best you can. All right, and you've also got the subclavian artery, which is just behind the bone, going across there near the neck and straight down. So you'd hold it like that, go straight down, and there's one on the other side as well. Then you've got your auxiliary artery going down there. Now you could sort of stab in like that, but you'd probably miss it, or you could sort of put the knife underneath the arm like that and pull out, okay, hard as you can, or you could sort of stab up as well, right? But where the pulse is where the armpit is there. Go up the armpit to the other end and then forwards, all right, sort of forward, so it's there, the pulse is about there. All right, so yeah, so you know, so it just get in, slice, or you could punch up and then slice towards yourself. All right, so anyway, that's the auxiliary artery. Now got the aorta, which is central of the stomach going down, and that's the biggest artery in the body, by the way. Also it goes up into the thoracic cavity as well, all right, the rib cage. So there's that right in the center of the stomach. Then you've got your femoral artery, right, which is just below your navel, and then it splits into two then, all right, and there's two pulses there on the crease going down just above your above the pubic hair area, if you like. All right, you could stab that, but there's a good chance of missing it. There's all that. The femoral artery also goes down the inner leg, right? So I know you can't see, but you could stab the inner leg and then cut out, or put the knife. I'm going to get this to see. I don't know whether you can see that. Or put the side of the knife right to the hilt, right, and then slice out. All right, slice towards yourself, if you like, or slice across, and that's both sides as well, both inner parts of the thigh. Then you've got your popliteal artery, which is the back of the knee. You can't really feel that one. You gotta you got to stick your fingers in and grab your knee like that, and bend your leg to get your fingers in even more, and then you'll feel the pulse then. But it's right in the middle of the back of the knee. All right, that's the popliteal. Then you've got your posterior tibial. Now if you're not doing very well and you're on the ground and you're near his leg, near his foot, right, there is an artery just on the inner part of the ankle, both ones as well. And what you do is from the top of the ankle, you sort of go parallel with the ground, and just on the bottom part of the sticky out bit of the ankle there's a pulse. All right, so you could give that a little stab just to put someone off. All right, so that's the posterior tibial. All right, and then you've got the ones on the arms, which is the radial and brachial. So you've got these two. I can't remember which one's which now. Brachial and radial, I think. Yeah, brachial and radial. Quick slice there, or on the wrist, just below the thumb there. Or you could sort of slice in the middle of the arm as well, but you've got to go deeper. All right. So that's the arteries. Not very nice, really, is it? And a few quick ways would be carotid arteries, both sides, subclavian, both sides, the heart through the ribs, the aorta in the center of the stomach, also going up into the thoracic cavity, and it bears around and goes into the heart. That you've got your front of the throat, back of the neck, going into the brainstem, through the ear canal into the brain, and through the eye socket into the brain. All right, so that's your quick ways. Not very nice, is it really? And finally, who should have a commando dagger? Who should own one, apart from the commandos and the military? Well, nobody really. It's only made for one thing, isn't it? So as far as I know, so nobody should have one really. I suppose if you're a knife collector or a sword collector or something, yeah, why not, you know, or a collector of military things, I suppose. But apart from that, nobody should have one really. Or if you're making a YouTube video like this. But other than that, you shouldn't have one really, because they're not very nice things, are they? So there's enough knife crime in the UK as it is. So I mean, there should be a new drill. If you ever see someone being attacked by a knife, you should shout knife, 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 and everybody will be looking at you, and then you can point to that, the way it's coming from. Maybe shout it again. Or if you're being attacked yourself, just leg it in the other direction as fast as you can, really fast. But yeah, I'm going on a bit now, aren't I? Flipping heck. Right, I'll leave it at that. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, stay safe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers.